Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Greta, and whew, spring is here. This is also the time of year weather is flaky, but I think it's starting to kind of feel like spring. I mean, I have my fake trees blossoming. I think the nectarine tree is not quite there yet. The apricot tree is, I think, starting to blossom also. Avocados, yes, for sure. But yeah, it's starting to feel a little like spring for me, even though it's still early. It's also the rainy season a little bit here, but it's time to kind of change up our fragrances a little bit. I'm starting to really feel it in the weather where I can truly start leaning into spring a little bit. So I have for you 10 of my favorite picks. You are not going to smell like everyone else. These are not cliche picks. These are not designer. These are niche. They're all niche. So, and they're, not ones you might not hear a lot about them, but I've had them for a while and they are loves of mine. So if you've tastes like mine, you might want to check some of these out. So let's get to it. The first one, I don't quite have a bottle yet. I have wanted a bottle of this for about a year now. I did, however, get an atomizer of it, and that's from Roja Parfums, and it is Oceana. Oceana, I think is kind of I think it might be considered the men's collection, but it is one of them that I do find a little more unisex. It does still lean masculine, but it's definitely one that even a girly girl like me can get away wearing it. I'm not gonna smell girly. I wouldn't wear this on a date, but when you're in a casual-ish kind of mood, there's something very oceanic about this. It's amazing how he really got that feel without it being a classic blue fragrance. It really kind of gives that airy, open sea air kind of feel, along with his classic, very vibrant citric opening, very citrusy, fresh, clean kind of feel. And it kind of maintains that fresh, clean, but the longevity of a Roja. Like, it's a really nice fragrance. I like this one, and I find it's perfect for spring and summer. And man, I just love this one so, so much. For men, it's a no-brainer. Definitely grab this one. For women, it's definitely a freshie that I think you would like. It's not like just a freshie, and it's not really just a blue either. There's some substance to it. You definitely get a little bit of this, Roja powderiness to it, but in a very small amount. And then there's definitely this musky woodiness in the base. So it does go from that like citrus, open air kind of feeling to musky, woody. It is lighter, cleaner, but definitely prevalent. It's there. You smell it. It's not like a skin scent or anything like that that vanishes. You get a good day's wear out of it. And I just really like the Oceana. So the Roja. Another one you probably don't hear a lot about that I really like. It's from one of my favorite houses, and it's one of the more affordable ones from this house. And it's from Fragrance du Bois, Perez de Cashmere. This is a beautiful fragrance. It opens up a little more citrusy, kind of citrus blast, and then you get this mid of gentle florals, not watery florals. You get like jasmine and rose, along with some kind of like candy powdery kind of violet in there, and then in the base of this like woody musk kind of base. It's a little lighter, fresh, clean kind of fragrance. Again, I think it's unisex, maybe leans feminine a little bit, but I think it runs pretty unisex. I'd probably go with Brume de Matin for a man with a little bit more brisk, citrus, freshy, again, woody base. Kind of like brother, sister here, both unisex. Brume de Matin leaning a little masculine, Perez de Cashmere leaning a little feminine with the florals. But I think they are both beautiful, a little bit more affordable collection from them, and because it's not with the oud in here. There's no oud, so it's not the expensive oud. But you never hear about these, and they are so incredible, addictive, and smell fantastic, and perfect for springtime. So definitely give those a shot. Let me see, I think Fragrance du Bois is at Lucky Sun. I think they have some of their stuff. I don't otherwise have a code. It's really hard to get a code on Fragrance du Bois. If you see 10%, that's huge. Next up, from House of Sillage, Hufflepuff from the Harry Potter collection. I know some of you have been wanting to get a little discovery kit from them. They haven't dropped a discovery kit yet. They don't drop a discovery kit until the entire collection is launched. And they've already said that the candle that came with these kits is going to be a new spring scent they're launching, which I cannot wait to check out. I did smell the candle, sounds kind of cool, but there's something about the perfume that's a little stronger than a candle. But Hufflepuff, if you like sweet vanilla, coconut, tropical, this one is so good and delicious. It's definitely sweet. You need to like sweet. It opens with a beautiful peachy citrus kind of scent with that coconut. Now you gotta like coconut for this one because it's there. Now this is a real coconut. Like think shredded sweetened coconut, like baking, the baking stuff that you get that's like just drenched in sugar, that coconut, like, or like a candy bar, Mound's candy bar, that kind of coconut. This is not suntan coconut. This is candy coconut and it is good and sweet. Then you have some white florals in there that just kind of give it a little bit more of that perfume kind of idea. There's a little bit of a tropical flair to it. There's gardenia too, which I really love gardenias, along with, I think jasmine, sambac, and freesia. But this one is sweet. Think it's really coconut vanilla, a lot of that, along with some tropical smelling kind of florals. And it's just, there go the dogs. I love my dogs to pieces. I really, really do. But you know what? When they do this, when I'm filming, they really try my nerves. I'm not gonna lie. They try my nerves. But Hufflepuff by House of Sillage. The next one I've really been in love with lately, like fallen harder in love with it, even though I've owned it for a while now, is by the Italian house Gritti Ducassa. I've just really, I don't know if it's just gotten better sitting on my shelf or I'm just embracing it more, but I find myself reaching for this a lot. And it's another one that I've already made a decant to take with me on my trip. But it's basically a really powdery sweet, like powdered sugar cherry, like cherry flavored powdered sugar kind of fragrance. And it lasts and it lingers. There's a beautiful sillage on this fragrance. It's not, but it doesn't have this abrasive beast to it. It's kind of like this seductive sillage that's just there and takes over, but it's ducassa in this princess style where you steal the stage with a silent smile kind of a thing. There's just something so powerfully beautiful about this that I really love. And that cherry opens with a lot more of that cherry opening, a little bit more intense, but the way it dries down is just so incredible. I really love this one, Ducassa by Gritti. And yeah, Demi got us onto this and really happy that she did that with Gritti because it's a great introduction. So the next is from another one of my favorite houses. And this is the time of year I kind of turn to it, especially transitioning into spring, because it's got enough of a power, but it has that feel to it. And it's by Paris Monte Carlo, Vanille de Tahiti, which is a type of vanilla, that Tahitian vanilla. Ooh, this is good. So this has that beautiful, rich vanilla base. It's a nice, thick, kind of rich, like you can just envision a dark colored vanilla, kind of syrupy looking juice, right? But then you have this Tahitian kind of flair to it. Where are you? Yeah, like this, there's just this flair to that type of vanilla, but I really like this. And because it has that flair, that little hint of tropical to it, this one has some tropical florals in here, like ylang-ylang and champaca. So there's some white florals in here too, but I just love this one. Real quick, if you like this kind of content, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and so you can get more of my stuff. Mwah. The next one is great when it starts to get like really nice, sunny, beautiful days out. I really like pulling for this one. And it's by Navitus, so you can find great deals. They do amazing promo codes at Siesta Drive, especially when you buy a few. Like if you're going to get Gabby's Chocolate Queen, you want to like add some on, I really recommend this one. It's very citrusy, vibrant opening. And then there's a mascarpone note in here, but it gives me this like delicate lemon cookie kind of feel to it, almost like Madeleines, if you know what a Madeleine is. It just gives that, but also this fresh clean. Now, longevity I think is okay, but again, considering the scent profile type of notes it is, it's really not a surprise. I don't expect light kind of fragrances to last, or citrusy kind of fragrances to last very long, but I do like that it's kind of a fresh lemon gourmand, if that makes sense. It does settle down. There's a little bit of woods that come through, maybe a gentle vetiver, like a light vetiver, not a very earthy one. Really heavy on the citruses, but I think lemon really takes the lead here with that mascarpone, giving this like lemon custard or like lemon madeleines kind of feel to it that I think is so great and so refreshing. But now for the opposite kind of weather, if it's actually a little chilly out and you want something with a little bit more heft, but you want to feel kind of spring-like, I really, really like, this has been a favorite of mine for like 2 years, is Les Indemodables, and it is Cuir de Chine. So it is the Osmanthus in here, which is the sheen. Osmanthus is primarily from China. They're like the king of Osmanthus trees. And then cuir, so it's leather and osmanthus, and osmanthus smells like apricots. So you get this sweet and tart with this gentle suede kind of feel that gives it this substance to the fragrance without making it like a harsh leather kind of fragrance. That I just love it, because I love a good sweet and tart kind of fragrance. It's why I like apricot so much. This is so, so good. And no one talks about this one. Rudy is the one that I heard talk about it first. I'll put him in the description box. Rudy has great taste and really knows his niche fragrances. Small channel, but really knows his stuff. And he's right, you know, he did a house overview, which helped me select a few that I wanted during a sale they had at, gosh, Indigo maybe was the shop, I think, in Ohio where I got it. I now know more places that sell this. I think Lucky Scent sells everything, don't they? That's why I love them. And of course I have a code with them, but this one, I just think this is so good, especially when you want a little more substance. You don't want to go totally floral. So it's got the springtime floral, osmanthus, beautiful, with this nice kind of base and undercurrent of a very gentle suede. It's just great. It's fantastic. It's excellent unisex. I think men think it might be very feminine, but I really think this is incredible on men and women. The Cuir de Chine. Really recommend this. I'm telling you guys, I am not going to give you cliche fragrances and you are going to smell stinking good. This is one I absolutely love. Ducita, I think, kind of clinches springtime fragrances. They definitely reign when it comes to really knowing how to do florals in a really good way without it just being like plain Jane floral, because I do not like plain Jane florals. I will never recommend a plain just floral. I need sweet in there. I like florals, but they got to be a floral, like a fruity floral or vanilla floral. Like I need sugar in there. I can't do plain floral, frilly floral, boring to me. Ducita really knows how to do it. They just somehow make it sweet. Anam Cara, to me, opens up with this grape note. Now it's really weird because there's nothing grape in there, but it smells grape on me. Still smells great. It's just so phenomenal. I love it. And it'll stay like that for like 20 minutes, like grape florals. It's crazy. And then you get this like powdered sugar kind of feel, like a powdered sugar floral all over you. It's just lovely. I absolutely love Anam Cara. that peach note in there, which is really weird how it somehow comes off grape on me, then kind of converts and turns more into an obvious peach for me. But it's this peach and white florals, and it's just so delicious. There's some like woodiness to the base at the really dry down, but it really then is like this peachy floral, that vanilla comes through as this like sugar coating to the florals, and it's just so pretty. Absolutely love Ankara. The next one is one that I discovered last summer and fell mad in love with this one, like mad in love, and wore this into the ground. Had to share it with my friends. I had to like give decants to all my friends to like, you want to shout from the rooftops when you find something really good. I can't help myself. I just can't help myself. I have to tell everyone I want to share. I want them to enjoy it too. And I really fell head over heels for Exendis, by Exendis Luna Dolces. Absolutely love this one. It is, oh, I can't remember. They must be Italian. For some reason, I just think Spanish, but I think they're Italian, this house. And I'm actually looking forward to meeting, like learning more about this house. I'll see them at Exons. But Luna Dolces, this is, I love true coconut in a fragrance, not any kind of sunscreen kind of garbage. I don't like a solar note. I don't like that at all. I don't like the Tom Ford Soleil, whatever. I do not like that. Orchid Soleil, hate it. But I really love a true like candy coconut. I love. And this is, white florals and coconut and vanilla and sweet. Hufflepuff. If you like Hufflepuff, you will very likely like Luna Dolces. However, this is lighter, this is heavier, sweeter. It's a lot sweeter. But again, that vanilla and coconut in a very candy sweet kind of way, along with some white florals. Definitely a little bit in the same vein. Definitely different, more intense sweetness, but definitely if you like one, you're gonna like the other one. It's the same style of coconut. And I'm head over heels for them. Like, let me just tell you. This one just like finally scratched that itch that I had for this kind of fragrance. And then this came along and kind of joined in on that party. And I actually don't need a lot of this. I spray a few sprays, which for me, for a lighter spring fragrance, that's pretty good. Usually the lighter fragrances, you have to spray heavier. Plus, I just think this bottle design is really pretty. You can see all the nicks on it. I have really worked this baby. I've taken her everywhere in this little like lanyard hook. I don't know. But by Exendis Luna Dolces. And that is at Door Prestige, and I do have the Greta 10 there to get that 10% off on that perfume. That's the only place I know that sells it, and I was over the moon with that fragrance. I had gotten, they just had like a sample they sent me in with another package I got from them, and I was over the moon over it and just had to have it. So that's where I got that, Door Prestige. The last one is from another house. I really like everything they have, and that's Argos Parfums, and this is Adonis Awakens. Ooh, Adonis Awakens. Adonis Awakens naturally opens with some citruses, a little bit of pop of pink pepper comes through a little bit, like a couple minutes in, and then there's this raspberry vanilla mixed with florals that is just such a beautiful fruity floral combination. You really need this one on skin. This is one kind of like Unique Luxury, uses a lot of naturals you really need to put on your skin. You may not realize the intensity you have, but you have a sillage that is like the kissing bandit sneaking up on people and like captivating them. You'll get compliments from it just because everyone will capture this. This is so pretty if you like fruity florals. It's definitely unique. I love his work. He does incredible stuff. And again, as it sits on the shelf, it gets better and better and better and more potent. That I love this one. You can see I've done a nice little dent in this one too. They do incredible work. They've got some more releases I'm looking forward to, but I really love Adonis Awakens. those are my 10 favorite picks for spring. You're not going to smell like everyone else, and you are going to smell better than everyone else. I'm telling you, if you want to get into the springtime with some great fruity floral kind of fragrances or florals in general, which is really what springtime's about, you're going to love these ones. So if you like this kind of content, give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah.